And now, let's take a second to talk about the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Clark, right now, let's take a look at the Spurs. What will be the key for them? Here's Parker. He just could not put it together in that loss to Atlanta. And the Thunder with possession. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And they won big last time they faced these guys. Really got to the glass and took away second chance opportunities.
Here's Green. Off the mark with the 3-ball. And so here is San Antonio. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, they just never seem to get on track. They struggled to get into their usual groove. I mean, it seemed like they were disjointed and off balance and tentative all game long.
And it's the Thunder with the ball after the miss from Tim Duncan. It's Durant on the wing. Here's Harden. The runner drains the first bucket of the game.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Here's Parker. Right now averaging 27 points a game.
He's usually automatic from that close. The defense must have affected him.
Grant on the money. Here's Parker. Here's Ginobili. Can't get it to go. And the Thunder go the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
The job they did on the offensive side of the ball was excellent. Actually, it was great. They took care of every possession, getting a good distribution of their shooters, got a nice flow at the offensive end, and had their shooters, their key shooters, in a good rhythm early on.
Here's Parker, following the score by Oklahoma City.
And finally, Kev, they get one to fall. Man, it's been a struggle here to start this game.
San Antonio on D, trailing by 4. Here's Harden, inside, graceful finish.
They start off shooting 80% from the field after that last one. That's a great start for them.
Manu. The shot is off, so Oklahoma City will take it the other way. And here is Durant. He's guarded by Finley. Pulls the trigger. Connects from 13 feet out.
They're really doing a nice job, a really good job of getting everything they want in this quarter. Just good, solid basketball.
Coach Popovich calls a timeout. Ginobili with the ball. Averaging 22 points a game. Dumps it off. And San Antonio turns it over. Chance now to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. You look at Harden, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Kevin Durant. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
Those who shoot high percentages usually take good shots, and that's exactly what he does. He only takes the shots that he feels like he can make. And more times than not, he makes a high percentage of them.
Here's Grant.
They've been dominant at both ends of the floor, so the early lead is no surprise.
Here's Parker. About 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's Duncan. The rebound by Jeff Green.
Once he gets it inside, Kevin, he's really a good finisher. That's a good effort defensively to force the miss.
And here are the Thunder now. Harden, he's guarded by Finley. To Grant. Blows the layup.
He's not giving an inch on defense. He really bothered that shot.
The handoff to Jefferson. The dump off to Manu. Easy shot. That's good.
Manu Ginobili is the only player ever to win the EuroLeague title, an NBA championship, and an Olympic gold medal. Well, I tell you what, folks, this guy is fantastic at getting to the rim, and he always seems to be at his best when the games mean the most. He's one of the premier clutch players in the NBA. He can hurt you from the three-point line. He's a masterful driver and finisher from all angles and from either side of the floor, and he packs a lot of production into limited playing time. He is truly one of the outstanding players in the world.
Here's Parker. James Harden picking up that last basket. Finley. And here is Jefferson. Over Durant. Jefferson's shot is off.
An explosive finisher just met a more explosive defensive surge. Great battle down low.
Westbrook lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
They've been unstoppable. What a strong start.
And here comes Parker. To the free throw line. Duncan was parked down low and got hit with the 3-second call. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're looking to lock up the best record of the conference and a #1 seed come playoff time. And, of course, there's the Spurs, down 5 spots from them.
You know, I think in the second game of a back-to-back, it's always important to get off to a good start, and also you have to make sure that you utilize your reserves a little more than normal.
Fouled, and he was real close to getting the three-point opportunity. He'll go to the line for 2.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
Gets them both. Here's Parker. 2:36 left in the first. And here's Duncan, guarded by Green. Dumps it off. And the turnover by San Antonio.
They can't do anything right. They can't even keep the ball in play. This game is getting very ugly and sloppy.
Oklahoma City is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without fouling.
Here's Parker. Coach Popovich calls time. Here's Parker. Here's Ginobili. Can't put an end to the run.
It's been a struggle. It's not happening right now. He needs to settle down a bit and let the offense come to him a little more. He's forcing things right now.
On defense, San Antonio. It's a 16-point game. Here's Westbrook. Durant buries the runner.
Well, they're not doing a good job here on defense in the first quarter, Kevin.
And here comes Parker. And here is Jefferson, defended by Durant. 5 on the shot clock. And you're right, down by double digits here.
Yeah, Kevin, defense really comes down to effort. You've got to be on the same page as a group, but individually, you've got to take pride in trying to stop your guy.
And so here is San Antonio, following the score by Oklahoma City. Puts up the baby hook. The Thunder with the ball.
And they're on a tear, Kev. Can they add to this run?
Here's Westbrook. The shot misses. Now San Antonio the other way. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Duncan, guarded by Green. The up and under. Duncan with the bucket.
The defender was right in his face, but he used that to his advantage. That's an NBA move.
Here comes Westbrook. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Here's Grant. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Now Finley. The Thunder got out to a good start.
They haven't been shy at all. They're going right to the bucket and playing aggressive, hard-nosed basketball. Smash-mouth basketball. So far, their physicality has been the deciding factor.
We're at the end of one, and it's Here's Parker. Jefferson backs in. From close range, connects from in close. Sweet touch by the ninth-year veteran out of Arizona. Here comes Westbrook, averaging 13 points a contest. Grant. Rebound by Tony Parker. And it's the Spurs ball. They trail by 16. Jefferson backs him down. Gets in close. Grant got all of that one. That's his third block of the contest. From inside, the shot no good. Now San Antonio the other way. Here's Ginobili. No good on the baseline J. And here are the Thunder now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Shot's good from West.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. It's an 18-point game. Swing pass. And here is Jefferson. Right now averaging 17 points a game. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Bonner. Cans the shot.
Great pick there. The defender was stopped in his track, and it freed up the easy basket.
Some of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. Let's highlight them. And you take a look at Westbrook. The best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
Boy, his routine is flawless. He does the same thing every time, and the result is pretty much the same. Cash money from the stripe.
Here comes Westbrook.
They're playing them tight all the way up the...
Substitutions on the court.
Here's Parker. It's a 16-point game. From short range. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Jeff Green picks one up.
First team foul.
Good for the three-point play.
You know, Richard Jefferson, Kevin, was initially thought of as just a high flyer, a really athletic guy, but he's got game. He's got a lot of game. He can defend. He can make big plays, whether it's shooting the ball or passing it. He does a decent job on the glass, and I think he's an outstanding teammate and team leader.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play. And here comes Parker. Duncan. Laid in softly off the glass.
For me, Tim Duncan is one of the greatest power forwards to ever play the game. His efficiency and his skill level is what makes him one of the greats of all time. He's a guy that I think would have been an outstanding player even if he was only 6'5", because he can handle the ball, he can shoot it, he's got a tremendous IQ, and his footwork is fantastic. You hear me? Fantastic. 5-star footwork, and he's got all the shots with his back to the basket, and nobody shoots the 15 to 17-foot bank shot any better than Mr. Fundamental, Tim Duncan.
And looking at next Wednesday, it's going to be Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're going to take on the Houston Rockets. It all gets underway at 7 o'clock Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
And so here is San Antonio. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Fires from 14, and Jefferson gets it to go. Here comes Westbrook. Here's Grant.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Grant, shooting the line.
He completes the three-point play. Here's Parker. Right around 4 minutes left in the second. Here's Finley, connects off the screen.
Kevin, I think you've got to fight over the top when you're defending him. He's got such a quick release that you can't give him any space.
Here's Westbrook. Harden, he's covered by Ginobili. Up and under. They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot. Around the league, here we go. A recap from yesterday. A road win for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Pacers lose in Indiana. The Trailblazers lose one on the road. Phoenix gets it done. Out at Staples Center, the Lakers take charge. So the Wizards drop that game. And that's all we have for you right now. Coach Popovich signals for a timeout. Ginobili with the ball. From the paint to Jefferson, and San Antonio turns it over. Be sure to tune in again this Saturday. It'll be Yao Ming and the Houston Rockets as they host the Los Angeles Lakers. That one gets underway at 7:30 Eastern.
They're a lot of fun to watch right now.
You're right. Grant lays it right in. 17 points in the game.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Here's Ginobili in close, and it's Durant with the rebound. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. Harden to Grant. From inside, finishes with the soft touch. He's got 19.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him.
Here's Parker. Jefferson backs down. It's blocked, stuffed it, and grabs the rock. The one-man stop by Grant. Here's Harden. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. He's got 10.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Coach Popovich calls for a timeout. Now let's take a moment to check out the steals leaders. Well, you look at Manu Ginobili. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
When it comes to pilfers, that's steals for you guys that don't understand the lingo here. He's the best in the league because he's quick, he's aggressive, and he anticipates. You combine those attributes, you got a... Whoa! Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Here comes Westbrook. Grant connects. 21 points in the game.
Passes like that are fun to watch. Beautiful feed inside for the score. He placed it perfectly, Kevin.
Here's Parker. Great finish in traffic. Nice bucket by the ninth-year veteran out of France.
He came up big there against the much bigger opponent. Sweet play down low.
Grant, defended by Jefferson. Tipped away, stolen by Ginobili.
You have to play smart with the ball in your hands.
Here's Jefferson, drains it from short range. He's got 11.
When you get a hot hand like him, it's real simple. You need to keep going with it.
The turnover by Oklahoma City. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Thunder. They'll be taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. The Thunder changing it up. Ginobili with the ball. And here's Duncan, working on Howard. Knocks it loose. The steal by the Thunder.
The closer in you get, the more they'll reach in for the pilfer. You got to protect the rock. Oh, my goodness. Nobody stopped the ball. The D made that much too easy for him. They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
Parker, good from 11 feet out. He has 6.
To get back into this game, a couple of things. One, they're going to have to value every possession, and then they've got to make sure they get good shots. They've done a great job here in the second, but let's see if they can continue it.
Misses the buzzer beater.
Man, this is ugly, Kevin.
Yeah, it's definitely been a one-sided game so far. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 49-27. Okay, it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. All right, let's look at the team stats. Oklahoma City benefited from their deep bench, and they've amassed a pretty substantial lead.
Well, if they continue to get that kind of production from their reserves.
Thanks for tuning in. The third quarter getting underway. We had some one-sided action in the first half, and we'll see if that trend continues here. Here's Parker. 6 points for him.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Westbrook. Here's Grant. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
He gets them both. Here's Parker. Manu to the baseline. Here's Parker from short range. Gets the lay-in. He's got 8.
He's been getting after it offensively, but they're still trailing here. One guy can only do so much.
To Grant. Durant. Oh! Dunks it down with one hand.
By the time the D could react, it was too late. That's how to rise up for the throwdown.
Here's Parker. Nails the easy jumper.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
Oklahoma City dictating the flow. Here's Grant. Oh! Rips it down with one hand. He's got 29 points.
He's getting the highlight reel play of the day. Wait a minute. Make that week. Hey, make it the year. Now that was a dunk.
Here's Parker. 10 points for him. Let's loose for 3, and that is good.
We've seen them make 3 of their first 4 shots. That's good shooting to jumpstart them here.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Cheryl Miller.
Thanks, Kevin. Over the break, I spoke with the head coach of the Thunder. Overall, he said the game feels like it's under control. Everything is just clicking. We'll see if they can keep it up in the second half. That's the latest from courtside. Kev?
Thank you, Cheryl. The Thunder were the last to touch it. Grant really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's really giving his team a lift here, providing solid minutes off the bench.
How big is it, Clark, to get a solid contribution off the bench?
I think it's really big because you need everybody to contribute. The starters aren't always going to be able to go the distance, so your backup guys have to come in and play well. Jefferson,
Off from three-point land.
they've really done a great job securing the rebounds, Kevin.
Yeah, they got the advantage right now, Clark, +5. Grant, he's covered by Ginobili, leads him with the pass. Here's Harden. Grant leads the game in assists. And here comes Parker. 13 points in the game. Coach Popovich calls time. Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. Well, you look at Duncan, an intimidating defender, third in the league.
He's really an intimidating presence down low. I mean, he's always active, and he's looking to block the shot. You can see the effect that has on every game because he's a guy that you have to be aware of anytime he's in the lane.
Here's Jefferson. Yes, from downtown.
Ladies and gentlemen, BLOWOUT.
Here's Westbrook. Just over 5 minutes left in the third. Grant drops it in on the layup. He has 31.
That's exactly the kind of start that you want to see here in the second half. Good execution, everybody contributing.
Here's Parker. Guarded by Green. Perimeter. 5 on the shot clock. Fades away. No good from Duncan.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson. Here comes Parker. 13 points in the game. Defended by Durant. Stolen away. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. Flushes it with the one-handed jam. 33 points for him.
Too easy. Far too easy.
And here's Duncan, guarded by Green. No good from Duncan.
You know, Kevin, all these rebounds allow them to attack the defense before they have a chance to get back and set up on deep.
Ginobili with the ball. Dumps it off. Here's Ginobili on the paint. Lays it right in. Sweet touch by the 8-year veteran out of Argentina. And Clark, you're right about what they've been able to accomplish with strong work down low.
Especially on long shot attempts. It's much easier to get back on defense after scoring.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Durant. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
How much better a look do you need? Good mid-range shooter. Should have been money in the bank.
Duncan backs in. Gets in close. Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Tim Duncan gets it done at both ends. Not only is he excellent offensively, but at the defensive end, he's one of the league's best because he understands how to use his body and his length. Not only the block shots, he's not a high flyer. He's a guy who plays pretty much to the ground, low to the ground, but his body and his positioning gives him a chance to always not only defend his guy, but to be an excellent team defender as well. For a guy who's not that athletic, he does an outstanding job of patrolling and protecting the paint for his team.
Durant backs down. Hits the jumper. 10 points for him.
Great awareness makes him a dangerous threat every time down the floor.
Into Tim Duncan.
A personal foul. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Duncan, shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one. Gets them both. And it's the Thunder with the ball. 2:17 left in the third quarter. And Oklahoma City turns it over. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, leading the league in scoring. Definitely the most high-powered run-and-gun offense in the league. The fans love it.
Yeah, their offense is terrific, absolutely terrific. They're able to score from multiple positions, and they always keep pressure on the defense by attacking, and attacking some more.
Here's Parker. He's got 13. Duncan down low, working on Howard.
Well, Kev, they're making a strong statement under the boards. I mean, out-rebounding by a pretty good margin here.
To Durant, hands it off. The handoff to Durant, dunks it down with one hand. He's got 12. And here comes Parker. You know, Clark, you're right. They're really strong inside.
And it's showing up today, Kevin. I mean, really showing up. There's no doubt about it.
Now Finley. Duncan backs him down. And it's Durant with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to get on track here.
Grant. Oh! 2 hands for safety. He has 35.
He's not a sensational dunker, but he flushed that one just to make sure.
Here's Parker, and here's Duncan. And it's no good. Poor shot selection there, to say the least.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up. They're showing no mercy. This lead just keeps on growing.
And here comes Parker. To the stripe. Durant gets called for the reach, and that's his first foul of the game. And a quick look now at how San Antonio's schedule is shaping up. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. The Thunder changing it up. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's really in the zone and is racking up the points in bunches.
He certainly has. He's getting all the looks he wants and is finishing his chances.
They need to do something to get him out of his rhythm before it's too late.
And here is Jefferson. 14 points for him. And so here is San Antonio. Here's Hill, inside runner, hits right iron and drops with the friendly bounce. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. Grant gets the bucket. 37 points for him.
He's taken center stage here in the second half. He's been getting bucket after bucket.
Blair, right wing. He's against Collison. Shoots from the post. That's good.
You knew that one was good as soon as he released it. That's cash money.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And Oklahoma City turns it over.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
Here's Parker. He's got 13.
Substitution on the court.
And here is Hill. On the line, gets the bucket.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
Now the Thunder with it. Here's Grant. Nails the baby hook. He's got 39.
Well, he's not a premier scorer, but he's contributed big time on the offensive end today.
Six seconds to shoot. Here's Mason. Can't get it to go. And the Thunder go the other way.
And I really like the way they've controlled the paint here in this ball game.
Grant jams it in. San Antonio calls timeout.
SPURS. Substitution on the court.
Cheryl, what do you have?
Well, guys, I had a chance to talk with the Thunder. He was saying, let's get it in the paint, guys. They can't handle us down low. We'll see if that's the case. Kev?
Thanks, Cheryl.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. To Green. Grant. Buries the short-range jumper. 43 points in the game.
Those are the shot opportunities you want, right in the lane.
Here comes Parker. 15 points in the game. Into McDyess. Stolen away by Westbrook.
And that's his second turnover in this quarter alone.
Nails it from close range. Here's Parker. 1:12 left to the fourth. Here's McDyess. Knocks it down from 19 feet. And here are the Thunder now. Harden backs down. And Antonio McDyess pulls it down. He's had a tough time of it, as you were saying.
Yeah, he really has, Kevin. I mean, he just needs to make the smart passes and keep things simple. When you're struggling, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. He just has to back off of it a little bit. And then he's got to make sure he's keeping the ball between himself and the defender.
Here comes Parker. Here's Green. Puts up the baby hook. Kept alive. Grant. Too much mustard on that one.
The D didn't respect him from that distance, and now we know why. Kevin, not much they can do right now. Time is not on their side.
And Finley gets it to go.
For three.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 7. Here's Grant, and he can't stop the run. The Thunder cruise to a win as they blow out the Spurs 94-66. For his steady play, Grant is the Jordan Brand player of the game.
Boy, he took it hard to the rim. So demoralizing to a defense, Kevin, when a guy's flying in there dunking it at will.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.